Are you ready to raise the bar for energy, everybody? So, let me introduce the next speaker for all of you. This man, he is the founder of Finowise Freedom LLP and also the co-founder of Next Level Education Private Limited, which is into wealth management and training and coaching respectively. And I'll tell you what, I've known him for quite a few years right now. His story is nothing short of a movie. You know, when he was young, he ran away from home in Bangalore, ran away from Bangalore to Mumbai, slept on the streets of Mumbai for more than 1.5 years, and from there he's built his business. In fact, I had the fortune of meeting him yesterday, and he told me that now finally I moved back home to Bangalore because he's able to buy a house here and go back to base. And I found that superbly inspiring. Running away and coming back. And I'll tell you what, this tells you something about what is possible, because no matter what, where you come from, what your situation is, how many of you agree with me that if you put your head down, you have the right intent and you learn, you have the potential to achieve whatever heights you want. If you agree with me, please shout a yes. And you know what was really remarkable about his MBA journey? He really leveraged magnetic marketing. How many of you have heard of this term from us before? Magnetic marketing, raise your hands. He used education marketing to leverage his business. He launched his book, he authored his book, which is called Your IQ is Not Equal to Your FQ. And using that, he took his business to a very, very successful milestone and still growing. From an insurance agent, single insurance agent, to running 4 companies today. What he used to earn in 1 year, today he earns in 1 month with a 10x growth. He's going to come on stage and share his journey with you. Are you ready, everybody? Come on, louder. Are you ready? With high energy, everyone, with a huge round of applause, please help me welcome Puttaswamy Gowda.
Okay, good afternoon. Come on, guys, you had lunch. Good afternoon. That's awesome. Okay, let me start by asking a simple question to you all. How many of you here sitting self-employed businessmen? Please raise your hands. Let me show all self-employed businessmen. Thank you. How many of you feel that your business is you are the whole and soul of your business? Please raise your hands. How many of you feel that? Thank you. Like you all said, even I was also in the same boat and same situation until I met this gentleman. Any guess? Rajiv. And until I did PACE and MBA. The reason why I'm saying this, I'll tell you in some time. But before that, is it okay if I tell a little bit about myself, who I am and where I am coming from? Yes? Thank you. At the age of 3, unfortunately, I lost both the parents. After that, me and my brother grown up at our uncle's place. I'm not coming from great educational background because I studied in this small government school, that too in vernacular medium. I learned ABCD letters when I reached 7th standard. I learned how to read English when I reached 8th or 9th standard. This is how I've completed my schooling. After writing my 10th exam, I was not comfortable to stay with my uncle because I was feeling I was a burden to them. And hence, without telling anyone, at the age of 15, I ran away from my native place, that's from Mandya in Karnataka to Mumbai. And this is how I traveled. You can see that person sleeping, could be I am one of them. I went in general compartment sleeping like this. When I reached Mumbai, I didn't know either Hindi, English or Marathi. I could only speak Kannada. Nor I didn't have any money in my pocket. For the initial 15 days, literally, I had to stand on the road and beg people for food and money. Luckily, within 15 days, I got a job in one canteen. Have you heard about canteens? Yeah. But they didn't have an accommodation because it was an office canteen. Now, I got a job which is going to pay me some money, and also I got a food, but I didn't have a place to sleep. And that is the reason, for almost 1 year, I had to sleep. This is my canteen journey, and I had to sleep on Mumbai footpath like this. Meanwhile, I came to know about my 10th exam that I have passed. I was sharing my result with few people. They encouraged me to continue the education. Thanks to their advice and guidance, I took admission in one of the evening college, as I could not afford to join the full-time college, as I had to work to survive. So from morning 6:30 a.m. to evening 6:30 p.m., I used to work in canteen, and from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m., I used to attend evening college. Like that, with hard work and great difficulty, I have completed my graduation. After completing my graduation, I have started my career as full-time LIC agent. Have you heard about LIC agents? Yeah? Any of you here? Okay, great. Thank you. So, as LIC agent, in the beginning, I could hardly sell any policies because I didn't know I of insurance and S of sales. But after joining few training programs, I've mastered the game of insurance agency business, and I've started doing well and also earning well. From 2002 till 2012, almost I have sold 2,000 plus policies. Okay, that's the kind of achievement I did in insurance. But in 2009, I decided to get married and settle in life. So, सब शादी करते हैं तो मैं भी सोचा, नहीं तो लोग पूछते हैं ना, society pressure, शादी क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो? So, in 2012, I decided to get married and settle in life. I started searching for girls, लेकिन कोई भी माँ बाप अपना बेटी मुझे देने को तैयार नहीं थे. उसके 2 वजह थे. सबसे पहला, हमारे गांव में, आई डोंट नो बाकी के गांव में क्या होता है, अगर कोई मुंबई में है, अगर उसका होटल कैंटीन का बैकग्राउंड है, उसको कोई लड़की नहीं देता है. दूसरा, LIC एजेंट है, उसको भी कोई लड़की नहीं देता है. सो बिकॉज दिस 2 रीजन्स, मुझे कोई लड़की देने को तैयार नहीं थे. बट वन डे आई वेंट टू सी दिस गर्ल फॉर अरेंज मैरिज ओनली. आई लाइक्ड हर. While leaving from there, I left my visiting card. In insurance training, I have learned, even if your prospect says no, still you should leave your visiting card and come, because you never know when they might require. Thank you. Luckily that formula worked well. You know what? Next day only, I got a call from her. And I was already master in sales. फोन पे बात करते करते एक ही वीक के अंदर मैंने उसे पटा लिया. उसके बाद it was her job to convince her parents, because her parents were also opposed to this proposal for the same reasons I mentioned. Finally, like that, we got married. Now, after marriage, as a couple, we were very happy, but we were not getting the respect from our own family members and relatives. अगर उनको कोई पूछता कि आपका लड़का क्या करता है, you know how they used to say, how they used to tell, वो LIC एजेंट है, आओ ना इंश्योरेंस एजेंट हो. Have you heard this tone? This is how they used to tell me. And when they used to say this, I used to really get frustrated, irritated, and I used to get upset many a times. If I have to describe my situation as LIC agent, it was like, in Rajiv's language, it was like I had job satisfaction, but because I was making decent money as insurance agent, but I didn't have job satisfaction. Now, that's why in 2012, I decided to quit insurance agency, and I have joined executive MBA with the intention to get good job. And from 2012 to 2015, not only I did MBA, executive MBA, not Rajiv's MBA. If I have done this MBA long back, my life would have been different stage altogether. This is a different MBA as all of you do. Okay, so that executive MBA, and also I did all these courses. After doing MBA and all these courses, I started applying for jobs and started going for interviews. You know what? I was getting rejected at many places. The reason for rejection was simple. They used to say, you are too good, but we can't appoint you. Because you don't have any prior corporate experience. And we feel that you will not fit into our corporate culture. And after that, I started introspecting myself. And I realized that maybe I'm not meant to be an employee. And hence, I decided to continue as independent entrepreneur and started positioning myself as certified financial planner because I had CFP and all these courses, and not as insurance agent. Now, as a certified financial planner, I was not making enough money. Whatever I was making, it was just enough to take care of some business expenses and little bit of my basic household expenses. If I have to describe my situation as financial planner in Rajiv's language, it was like, I had this time job satisfaction because I was enjoying what I was doing, but I was not having job satisfaction. Since I was not making enough money, it was becoming, day by day, becoming difficult to manage my expenses and EMIs because I have already had 40 lakhs debt. Taken for what? Doing all these courses. Because of this, me and my wife both were under a lot of stress. And not only that, it has affected both of our health. We had many sleepless nights. We used to get up, sit in midnight and think, how do we manage these expenses? This was the situation. How do we repay this loan? This was the situation. Nothing was happening well until 26 January 2018. Yes, my friend, 26 January 2018 is kind of my rebirth day. And also the turning point of my life. Any guess why? Yes, thanks to Suren, first of all. Give a round of applause to Suren, please. Because I get an opportunity to attend one of the National Achievers Conference organized by Success Gan, by Suren, on that day. And where I have heard Rajiv for the first time. He was talking about his life story, his struggles, his business losses, his debt. When he was speaking, it was sounding to me like that he is telling my story from the stage. And in fact, when he was struggling, whatever was his business, loan amount, even my loan also was same. So at the end of his speech, he presented about PACE. And without thinking twice, I joined PACE. After joining PACE, for the first time in PACE, I've learned what are the mistakes I was doing as a business owner. In fact, first time I realized that actually I was not at all in the business. How many of you realized when you did PACE this? Yes, I was also in the same situation. I was in a self-employment trap. I had full-time job. I owned the job in Raj's language. That was my situation. Okay. So, and also learned in PACE that what it really takes to build a business which can run without you. At the end of 3 days PACE program, when Rajiv presented our MBA program, I could not even think about joining MBA because the investment was almost rupees 10 lakhs and I was already at 40 lakhs debt. At the end, when I was just about to leave in dual mind, I signed up by paying the token amount. Abhi sign up to kar liya, but after that I started sweating. You know why? I had 2 important tasks to accomplish now. First, convince my wife. How many of you had this challenge? Yeah, convince my wife. Second, even if I convince her, from where will I get the balance amount to pay? Luckily, since using all my sales experience and sales learnings, I convinced my wife also, and I also find one NRI client, and I convinced him, and I borrowed the balance money from him as convertible equity. That's how my MBA learning started with Rajiv, Karan, and his team. Now, in MBA, I've learned many things, but I would like to mention few important learnings which has changed the destiny of my future and my life. Do you want to know? Yeah. So the first clarity I got in MBA is clarity of my market segment and the clarity of type of client I should work with, especially the ABCD formula. After this session, I went back, I categorized my clients into A, B, C, D, and after doing this analysis, I was shocked with the numbers. You know why? Because I had more than 800 clients. Out of that, less than 10% clients were contributing 73% of my business revenue. To be specific, number is 67 clients were contributing 73% of my business revenue. Remaining 700 plus clients were contributing just about 27% to my business revenue. After this analysis, I've become mindful about the quality of client I should work with and also decided to handle only those top 67 clients. And remaining all clients, I started delegating to my team members. After this, I got enough time freedom to do many other things. Since I had enough time, I always had a passion for training. And that's why I started my second business vertical with a full-fledged training company called Next Level Education with another partner. And today, 2/3 of my business revenue is coming from my training and coaching business. If I haven't done, thank you. If I haven't done MBA, and if I haven't done the ABCD client analysis, probably till today, I could be struggling with no money and no time syndrome. The second biggest learning I got from MBA is these two powerful ultimate marketing strategies. That is author marketing and education marketing. After learning the importance of author marketing, I've launched this book called Your IQ is Not Equal to Your FQ. Within a year of launching this book, kind of I've become a celebrity in my industry. You know why? Because I started getting many invitations and calls to speak at different forums and platforms on personal finance topics. You can see some of the examples. You can see, there are many, few of them you can see. This is the result of author marketing and education marketing. And this is the result of author and education marketing. Now, let me tell you the actual impact of MBA and PACE on my life and my business in terms of some numbers. After MBA, before MBA, I was working as individual agent. Now, I'm an owner of 4 companies. Before MBA, I had only 4 team members. Today, we have 20 plus team members. Before MBA, whatever I was making as annual turnover, today we are making the same turnover on monthly basis because our revenue has jumped from 24 lakhs per annum to 3 crores per annum. More than 10x growth in last 3 to 4 years. Thank you. There was a time I didn't have a place to sleep. Today, I own 3 houses in my name. And all this happened in just last 3 to 4 years after MBA. Let me tell you, I have not even implemented 30% of what I've learned in PACE and MBA. How many of you can relate with this? Yes? This is the power of PACE and MBA. Now, to conclude, what I've learned from my life struggles, my life experience is that it's very, very important to get the right education, right knowledge, right mentors at the right time. Because if I would have got this PACE and MBA knowledge when I started my career, probably I could have avoided minimum 10 years of my struggles. Secondly, I've seen people in life, they keep giving reasons why I could not do this, why I could not do so and so. Kar nahi paya, ja nahi paya, ye nahi paya. So they're giving these reasons of paya. Okay? But what I've learned in my life, in fact, Rajiv also keep mentioning about this. In life, either you can give reasons or you can give results. You can't do both. And I've also learned, if you keep giving reasons, then you can only get sympathy from people. Bichara. If you won't get sampati. Sampati means it could be wealth, it could be income, it could be success, whatever you want. In my life also, I had many reasons from childhood, many ups and downs, many valid reasons too. But I never allowed my reasons and come in my way of success. In spite of having the reasons, I went beyond my reasons and took action, and that's why I'm standing here in front of you all. So that's all from my side. Before I end my session, I would like to thank Suren first. Second, I would like to thank Rajiv, Karan, and the entire Quantum Leap team, and also Siddharth Rashekar. Training business, if I have done something, is I have a lot of learning from Siddharth. So he's there. So big round of applause to Siddharth. So, and if they would not, if अगर वो लोग मेरे लाइफ में नहीं आए होते हैं, probably you could have not seen this version of Swami Gowda here in front of you. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you.